morning. Welcome to this worship service, this third Sunday of Advent, the Sunday of Joy. As you may have noticed out front, we have a really fun way of sharing our Advent witness this year. Harold has made a life-size Advent, bigger than life-size Advent wreath that you can see from the road. If you would like to take a picture with it or post that somewhere, you are encouraged to do so. It's just sort of a fun way of celebrating the season out loud and out front. We do have regular Advent calendars in the back and the narthex if you want to pick anything up there. Those are nice ways of doing some kind of kind deed each day during Advent. It's a good way to just feel part of the Spirit. We have offering envelopes for those of you who normally get those. They are in the back if you want to look and pick up yours. I'm excited about the candlelight service that is coming on Christmas Eve. We will have that here in the sanctuary at 7 p.m. One note, the technology, because it is technology and tends to flake out sometimes, is not available today. So it's a pretty decent Sunday not to have the projector, but it's doing its updating thing, and so that explains where the projector would have been. Are there other announcements that anybody has? Yes, Debbie.
On the back of your bulletin,
Yes. You want it, Aldersgate?
Aldersgate lights are continuing next weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yes, they had such an outpouring of support from the community. I talked to Brooks Shelley this past week, and he said they were just going to extend them for the next couple of weekends. So next week, Thursday, or this coming week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Right.
So please drive through if you'd like to see all the lights. Other announcements? Yes, EJ.
Yvette sent me an email this week, and we got a very nice letter from a veteran who received a blanket made by my cousin, and this is what he said: I recently received a blanket from recovery from Harold Boone of Vietnam and a friend of mine. I am a Vietnam vet that is 100% disabled with PTSD. I recently lost my wife in September during the time of the year with all the holy things approaching. It will be tough with my PTSD and the loss of my beautiful wife of 47 years. The blanket of recovery was made by Barbara Beacom, that's our cousin from Phil. And please thank her for me, and I would like to thank your congregation for your continued prayers. I would like to pay it forward for another veteran to receive a blanket. Please accept this donation of $100 in memory of my wife, Georgette Elaine Bontia, my rock and my pillar, that has been at my side through all of my ordeals. Sincerely, George A. Bontia, in Earl's Inlet, South Carolina. This is the impact this blanket is making. Thank you for your support.
It is a wonderful ministry. Thank you for being able to share that with us, EJ. It's nice to be able to share when we touch others. Anybody else have an announcement? Well, let us continue to worship God, joining in our call to worship, which is printed in your bulletin. A voice calls out in the wilderness. It speaks of justice and peace. We could drown out that song. Instead, we come into this space. A voice calls out in the wilderness. Do you hear it? Let us draw near to God. Eric and Melanie Lanier are going to light our Advent candle today. Okay, see if that works. So, and Melanie, there's the candle lighter.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should practice this.
We don't micromanage.
Joy is seeing people you love after months apart.
Joy is here. Come on over. It is this your mom.
Joy is the stretches and giggles of a newborn child.
Joy is sitting at home when the journey is long.
Joy is your dog sliding to you at the door.
Joy is the energy of a new season.
Joy is feeling found when you thought you were lost.
So today, we light a candle of joy because the welcome God has for us is nothing short of joyful.
Rest in that good news. Let it wash over you.
Family of faith, we are close to home. Amen.
Do we need that back up here? Thank you, and we will continue lighting my stole as well as we get closer to Christmas. Our opening hymn is O Come, O Come, Emmanuel from the United Methodist Hymnal. It's number 211, and we're just going to sing the first and second verses. You may stand as you feel able or inclined. You may be seated. And as we move into a time of prayer, sharing our joys and concerns, I call your attention to the prayer list printed on the back of your bulletin. We want to continue to remember Karen as she recovers and gains strength. We want to remember John Phillips as he is due to have some procedures this week, which hopefully will make him feel better. Are there others that you would like to lift by name? Yes, Mark.
Ann
Yes.
And Norma will be going to the heart surgery on Wednesday.
Norma on Wednesday, and Ann is still waiting to hear when hers will be scheduled. Okay. Yes, EJ.
Eric Lanier.
Yes, let's keep Eric in our prayers as he faces some health concerns.
Mary McCrary.
Yes, Mary McCrary. Yes, Ann.
People in Kentucky.
Yes, let us remember all of those who have experienced loss and of life, as well as loss of income, loss of homes in the devastation in Kentucky. I did receive some kind of mail, I don't know if it's an email or text, but ministers all across our conference did receive information from our bishop that UMCOR, which is the United Methodist Committee on Relief, our mission agency arm of the United Methodist Church, is on the ground already, is working with local aid agencies, and will bring the support that the United Methodist Church shows up and does in areas of disaster. So if you would like to support those efforts, giving directly to UMCOR is always an option for you. Are there others that you'd like to lift this morning? Well, let us go to the Lord in prayer. Gracious, loving God, you have heard the names that we have lifted, but you know that there are those who still just remain on our hearts, even as we cannot give voice to those particular concerns. We ask, O Lord, that you be present with each one here, with those who would like to be here with us, and in those situations that only you know how to be present for. Lord, as we look around in our small sanctuary, but then look beyond our doors to our city, to our nation, and to our world, we know that there are those who are struggling. And maybe someone is struggling with their faith, perhaps with their job, maybe with their economic security, maybe with their sense of family or loss. But Lord, you know that there are so many among us that struggle. Please open our eyes, open our ears, that we may see those who are in need of a word, need of a hand being held, need of a listening ear, that you would empower us and give us the confidence to be your presence with others. We are grateful, Lord, today to be able to gather in your name. Continue to bless this community of faith. Strengthen us for the days that are ahead, for we do not have assurance of anything in this future. We simply know you are with us, and that you walk with us and you sustain us in all that we do. We offer these prayers this morning in the name of your child, Jesus Christ, who taught us to pray together, saying, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. This morning we are delighted and blessed to have our choir present many familiar hymns and songs. And so I invite you to just enjoy these moments of music in this season. Thank you. Thank you to our choir. Yes, let us be grateful for this joyful Sunday. And while they will still bless us with one more hymn, let us thank them and Diane for her incredible work, for all of the dedication that our choir has, and the blessing they are to our worship. Thank you. Amen. And let us go forth in the name of our 3 Advent candles: hope, peace, and joy. Amen.